morning, afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zach Nolan.
My name's Kurt Nolan.
Hi! Welcome back. We would have uploaded this earlier, but we were too busy getting our hearts fucking broken.
By the
Jets.
Carter AEW the other night.
Yes. So. I was going to say, don't explain to them the thing with the Jets. Statistically, they all know about the Jets. Yeah. But yes, thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time, please leave a like on the video and subscribe. We're closing in on 1,800 subscribers. So
getting close.
We got a lot of reactions. Look at this.
Yeah, we got a lot of them.
Finale time.
Season 3, episode 15.
No,
51 minutes long.
Just
so
finale.
They decided to do just one big episode instead of 2 small episodes. Just because, I mean, the other 2 seasons had 16 episodes. So they decided to cut it at 15, but do one big one for the finale, which works. And honestly, surprising at the amount of people that made it alive out of this, not gonna lie. Although the guy that we knew for certain was dying did die.
Yes.
And overall, I thought it was pretty good, and they still, because I thought you needed to kill off more people in order to have a conclusive ending, but they actually managed.
They got their own
doing that regardless. So I think they good.
Also, so we'll start off with the reactions here, just to kind of insulate the plot here. First off, it's pretty much they go through the paces that we expect to happen, which is good, with Omega's escape, aided by a droid knocking out one of the scientists. Just walked up, went. It's just funny, just how sudden and abrupt it is. It's nice. I like it. I like that they also don't waste their time with this, because they do have 51 minutes to play with, but also you've laid the groundwork for a lot of these things.
There's a lot of plot lines you got to cover, though, because you need to cover the Bad Batch out in the forest. You need to cover Omega in there. You need to cover Dr. Hemlock, and then you need to cover Emery and that's Echo. That's
not to say they get all the plot lines in here. Like, they miss plot lines. Like, Commander Cody's plot line from season 2 goes nowhere.
Nothing happens with Wolf after he's gone.
As I was saying, Captain Rex and Wolf, their plot line doesn't go anywhere. There's no plot. There's a clone revolution in small scale, but it's actually a lot more peaceful than seen and anticipated. There's a lot of plot lines. Sid just leaves the plot completely.
I'm okay with that.
I am too. I just would have rather they shoot her. Asajj Ventress enters and exits the plot. And actually, with what we know by the end of this episode, we actually know that the concept of training in the Force using doesn't happen at all.
No.
No, that ship sailed. But anyway, speaking of which, we do get the Zillo Beast being a
Zillo Beast.
What's the word I'm looking for? Zillo Beast.
Godzilla?
No, like the Zillo. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what you're looking for.
Escape. Zillo Beast escape. You were like Godzilla, and I'm like, oh, sure.
I thought you were looking for something more in depth.
Bang.
What's the situation? It's children, sir. What do we do? Get them out of there!
Oh no! You're in trouble now!
Homie didn't forget.
It breaks out. There's a word that I'm looking for that's more fun to use, but I can't think of it. And it causes pandemonium. Which was always a concept that was going to happen. And I also, too, I like how they don't linger too much on the Zillo Beast. They let the characters form out the plot rather than the plot devices they've used to figure out the plot. And I like that.
It's literally just a diversion. That's all it is.
Yes, it is. And it leads us, however, to the pressing issues of getting to meet the new assassins. All of them now. Actually, here. These are where he keeps his assassins. Oh, that looks new. Oh,
what is this?
Oh boy. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna be a little controversial.
Different fighting styles.
I'm gonna be a little controversial with this take. I'm a little annoyed by this because why are you showing us all of them now? Because some of them, this is the first time we've seen them.
Some of them, like 90% of them.
That's what I'm... Okay, you stop picking apart words, but focus on the plot. Yeah. But what I'm saying is if you're going to use an assassin all the time, if you're going to use an assassin throughout the show, why not use different ones, different times, and it builds up to all of them at once? I just think it's a more organic way to do it.
They kind of did that with the Inquisitors a bit in Rebels. They kind of rotated them in and out, and then eventually they kind of met more of them at once. So.
Something that also happens from these encounters that they don't actually touch on later, which I don't want to say is a weakness, it's just they don't touch on it. Crosshair gets his hand cut off, and he doesn't get a new one. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh, this was a surprising thing, and I actually like this move a lot because losing a limb in Star Wars means something. Now, granted, they don't go anywhere with this. However, they've been teasing it the entire time. Wait, he does get another hand because he shoots it at the end of the episode. He gets a robotic hand. Yeah. He gets a robotic hand. Good for him. Good for him. But and it's funny because the hand he had before actually sucked, so he actually got an upgrade. Yeah. He lost a couple knuckles, but he gained experience points, and that's valuable.
Crosshair spoke to his dad saying, "My hand is shaking." Dad says, "Guess we'll have to cut it off."
Yes. But they cut off his hand, which is a surprise there, honestly. But it's always those are always fun little warranted things there. Yeah. We find out the training room is full of
gas.
Yeah, no, I don't think is this the gas?
Well, no, this is when the clone revolution goes through.
Yes, and we find out it's just a giant. It's a little mini maze. It's a mini maze. Oh, I did not expect that. That's actually super
that's
smart.
A training room.
Oh,
yeah, of course.
I don't think is the gas in that reaction.
So no, the gas comes later, but I meant it's the room that gets it, and we forgot that they said training room, which is why all the floor starts going crazy everywhere. Yes. We were taken back by that.
One thing that I will say too, that's a nice thing is Rampart just can't let it go, and I love that Rampart can't let it go. Because Rampart represents just this guy that he's like, I'm too bad to get to this point and just turn my life around. I just want to work my way back into what I had. Which in some ways I understand.
And he had a solid plan how to do it.
He did, until... also, too, this is a weird way, because this ends the Kaminoan arc well, too.
Yes.
He shoots Nalisay, and Nalisay drops the bomb right in his face. And he goes... Well, this is quite a kerfuffle I have landed myself in, and blows up.
Not any longer.
Oh. She already primed it.
Well!
Oops.
Oh! Damn. Cursed with knowledge. And then, obviously, Omega uses a diversion to break them out, and Wrecker spears somebody through glass, which is always fun. He spears an assassin through glass, and if Carter held on to this reaction long enough, then they take out a bunch of assassins. Yes, did you hold it long enough? That's good. Spear! Oh! 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 A shot! Oh, they got him too! Good show. Jolly good show. Yeah, no, I like this. It's funny. I also like that it's confirmed it wasn't tech. That's good. That was always important. Like, that was always something that those internet forums never let it go. They're like, it's tech.
It has to be that guy that fell off a 10,000 foot.
Yes.
With no force powers.
They only recovered his glasses, but it's gotta be him. They're going to take it off. It's just the rest of his smushed face. No, it's not. That being said, it would have been cool to just see, like, under the helmets, especially for the bigger guy. I feel like there could have been a parallel-ish type of thing there. Anyway, unfortunately, though, we lose I guess it's our Duro antagonist, in terms that is the term, I believe. because the Durotagonist is a protagonist, is like a secondary protagonist. So it'd be like Gwen Stacy in Across the Spider-Verse. But like Duro, yes, we lose him.
Yes.
We lose Scorch, who is our Duro antagonist.
Or antagonist, okay.
Yeah, Duro antagonist.
Sorry, I thought you said protagonist.
Duro, no, I'm giving an example.
Okay, sorry.
Of a Durotagonist, but it's a Duro antagonist.
Gotcha.
I might be making it up, but I really don't like my words getting ripped apart. But here's Scorch getting shot to death. Oh, Scorch! No!
Oh.
I liked him! Yeah. It's unfortunate. That being said, there's still other... Here's the thing. I don't know how I feel about this, because if these are the last we see clones, I'm going to be really annoyed, because...
I don't think so, because they keep leaning towards the rest of these clones are going back to Rex and this and that.
No, but you don't know what I mean yet. If this is the last of the clones, I'm going to be annoyed, because we didn't even see any of Scorch's squad.
Oh, like Delta Squad?
Yes, yeah, and where's the rest of Delta Squad?
I mean, we figure out where Gregor is, but the rest of them...
Where's Delta Squad?
Yeah, I know. What we got, we need more of that.
Yes, and then Hemlock gets shot to death and falls off a cliff. Oh!
Yeah, what's up?
It's not anticlimactic. It's just...
surprisingly simple.
It's simplistic.
Yeah.
So there's that. And that's okay in Star Wars sometimes. And then we get the best shot in the whole movie.
Right after
right after they leave. I think this is just a time lapse just to show us the effect of it.
Yep.
Because it's obviously daytime. But a Star Destroyer comes out of orbit with 2 Venators, which is just amazing to look at. Victory music.
I was like, oh, Star Destroyer.
Oh! It's a Star Destroyer! Oh my god! That looks so good. That's such a good shot. Star Destroyer flanked by Venators. Oh, man. Seeing Tarkin there is always fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I love how they build up his intrigue in the Star Destroyer, because I also think it parallels so perfectly with Rogue One, where he acts like he does not care about Stardust at all, like the Death Star at all. But we as the audience are like, yeah, no, you are addicted to that thing. You need that thing to work.
Well, the thing is, he was willing to let Krennic fly too close to the sun, knowing that he could just blow him up.
Yes,
so.
but he was also, but it's just, I love the concept, the comparison to Rogue One, where he's very, very hesitant to give praise, when in actuality, we know this is the thing that he's been dreaming about for years.
Exactly. So he wants to make sure it works proper.
Yes. Now, Necromancer is pretty much ruined, but they do mention Necromancer in Project Necromancer in Ahsoka, don't they? Or Mandalorian?
It's in one of those shows.
Season 3. It's one, they do mention it. So pretty much the reason...
Well, they mentioned Operation Cinder.
No.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, yes, they do,
okay.
but that's not what... But they also mention it when they're in the round table thingy.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yes, right?
So.
But yeah, that's also partially the reason why it's so behind schedule, probably, because of all of the lost data.
All of the blowing up.
Then we see grown-up Omega in the kind of epilogue, which is great.
So Omega all grown up.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wow. The epilogue's good, because the epilogue actually does something that we don't see often in Star Wars properties. It fast forwards the plot to the point where we know nothing of note happens. And also, having all the clones and stuff go on Pabu is an intriguing plotline. It's something I always wanted them to do, because I like the idea of certain plots just being, like, certain things being kind of sacred and, like, having them pushed to the side. It's kind of like what I said with Jedi Survivor. I like having areas that are untouched, and I like that concept with Pabu, and it's good. Do you have any closing thoughts on this?
I think that's pretty much it. So that wraps it for the Bad Batch show.
Yes.
All seasons.
It was great.
Bad Batch is done.
It's exciting.
And so I think we'll do, one video covering the entire Tales of the Empire?
Sure.
Show, something like that. I think that
Yes,
was the plan.
we'll do that.
So yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
How did my father die?
Like a panther.